So my top 10 offseason winners this year.
Yeah.
First up, 10th up. Starting at number 10.
Wait, first up, 10th up.
Starting with the number 10 winner this offseason, the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
This one is fairly simple.
Mm-hmm.
They were very quiet, but they ended up getting Sean Murphy. And Sean Murphy is one of the best bright young catchers in the game of baseball. He can do it all. He's going to hit. He's going to play great defense. So that addition to me was huge. They did make an interesting decision by not even really going after Dansby, I think, saying that they believe in Von Grissom as their shortstop of the future. But for me, they're here at number 10 because they got Sean Murphy, which is huge.
But that's also the Braves style, is like they lock in the younger guys. We've talked about this almost every week.
Yeah.
It's unique, but it's their way. It's the Braves way.
It is the Braves way.
Yeah.
So they got that done. They're here at 10. Let's move on to number 9. At number 9, I have the Texas Rangers.
Ooh.
The Texas Rangers got Jacob deGrom.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's a huge reason they're here. But they didn't just do that. To be honest, they totally revamped their pitching rotation. They get deGrom. They got Andrew Heaney. They get Jake Odorizzi. They re-sign or extend Martin Perez, which was huge. So, look, I'm going to be honest. The Rangers last year were at the top of my offseason winners because they spent $500 million on Corey Seager and Marcus Semien up the middle as their middle infielders. This year, they're back in my top 10 because they totally revamped their pitching staff, and they get Jacob deGrom, who could be the best pitcher when healthy in baseball. So I love what they've done. They deserve credit. We give a lot of flack to teams like the Pirates and the Rockies for not doing anything. Mm-hmm. And then it's fun for people to say, well, the Rangers aren't going to be great. Why are they going after people? No. They deserve a ton of credit. They're going for it. Will they win the World Series? I don't know. Probably not, but they will be a competitive team, and they have totally revamped their pitching staff this offseason after solidifying their middle infield last offseason.
Yeah, they have a lot of big names, and like we keep talking about, they're not afraid to spend money, which is what you want to see from owners and these franchises. So that's a big positive. Now, the only thing is, are we going to see results? That's the biggest question. Yeah. Can we see results with this?
And are they better than the Houston Astros in the AL West? No. But could they
Some players are.
Could they make the playoffs?
Individually?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They could.
Okay.
Are they? I'm not going to say they're going to, but right. They will be in contention. They'll be a good team. They'll be a good team. At number 8 on my list of top off seasons, the Minnesota Twins. Carlos Correa.
Yeah.
That automatically gets you on the list. He's a stud. And they sign him to his long-term deal after, oh boy, everything that happened. The craziest month of agreeing contracts, yes, no. That was wild. I'm a big MLB The Show guy, the video game, and it's right around the time that the cover is going to come out, so everybody's talking about who's going to be on the cover. Yeah. And I saw one recently that had Carlos Correa in a Giants, Mets, and Twins uniform. Just
like three.
As the whole cover.
That's good.
So they signed Correa. They get Christian Vasquez as a good catching piece. And Joey Gallo, as we talked about a little while ago. What are you going to get from him? Who knows, but high upside there. So I like what the Twins have done. They're at 8. Moving on to number 7, the San Diego Padres. Xander Bogaerts. You look like you're going to have something to say here.
That seems low. I have them in my top 5. I made a top 5 because I thought we were doing 5, and I had them in the top 5.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, so I think this is an important.
Okay.
I should have clarified this beforehand.
Okay.
There's an important part to this list that I need to clarify, which is I went, and I really like what the Padres have done this offseason, but there are some names on this list that people might be surprised about.
Yeah.
I went based off of how much better did the team get, right? And I think the Padres got a lot better because they added Xander Bogaerts, and this will make a lot more sense with some of the other names that I have that I'm about to list in my top 6 coming up. But it's not just, okay, what players did you add? It's how much better did the team get? And the Padres adding Xander Bogaerts obviously get better. That's why they're in the look. You said top 5. I have them at 7. It's not that crazy.
Curious to see what teams you have above them.
I like Xander Bogaerts. Suarez they add, Lugo they add, Carpenter and Cruz might platoon. So,
but Nelson Cruz is a leadership bring-in to help elevate and kind of be that role model for their younger superstars. I think they did an incredible job. They're an all-star lineup.
But they had they had a great lineup
and they made it even better.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
but that's like this will make sense.
Show me what you're working with.
Later. Okay. They're at 7. They did great. Don't let Alex slander my list here. They did well, and that's why they're at number 7. At number 6, the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
And this is where I try and start to make sense of my list. Are the Cubs better than the Padres? No. But, man, did they improve this offseason, and do they deserve a ton of credit for what they have done? I've given them a lot of flack for what they did with their core of Bryant, Rizzo, Baez, Contreras, and they deserve a lot of credit for what they've done and really totally transforming their team, adding Bellinger in center field, adding Dansby Swanson, adding Jamison Tyone, so you'll have him in a rotation with Stroman, adding Drew Smyly, who can be a rotation piece, get you some innings. So now you're looking at a team that is starting to take shape, right? Last year with the Cubs, it was, what are the Cubs? Mm-hmm. What are they doing? They get rid of their core, and what are they doing? Okay, then they don't trade away Contreras, and then they just lose them in free agency. Now we're starting to see this team take shape. Dansby Swanson will be a part of the future. They have an up the middle that's great. Nico Horner, Cody Bellinger. They get Tucker Barnhart at a catcher position. So they add Trey Mancini. They add Eric Hosmer. I just felt like I needed to throw the name in because they did add him, but it's not the biggest move in the world. Look, I love what the Cubs have done. Great offseason, great additions. Good for them for going for it. They're at number 6.
I also had them in my top 5.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I these last 2 I bumped up. I mean, you just named everybody, but like 5 new guys to their lineup is insane. They basically revamped the core of their team.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.